Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another episode of 365 Days of Gaming. I really appreciate you taking out time to check out this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Greatly appreciated, so thank you in advance. Today's episode, we're revisiting another Disney classic. So we did Lion King, so there was no way that we were not going to do Aladdin. So let's take a look at that for Sega Genesis. Now, in addition to being just a classic, Genesis SNES era game, I need to point out how I got this copy. So when I got my Genesis, it was like 93. I got a Genesis. It came with Sonic 2, as well as I got Mortal Kombat because, it's 93 and Mortal Kombat's hot. And then it came with this mail-in rebate where you could pick a game off this list. It was like 5 or 6 games, and they would mail you a free copy of this game, And I'm like, nah, there's no way that's really true. But also this is the 90s and, there were some cool things happening with video games. So I picked Aladdin because I really liked Aladdin, especially during that time, big Disney kid. And about a couple months later, I got a copy of Aladdin in the mail, and it was really cool. And so, I dive into the game, and it goes through all of the hits from the movie, right? You start off in Agrabah, you play Aladdin. You also could do these bonus levels with Abu. And I was very terrible at those bonus levels, still am. So if you see me get hit as soon as it starts, don't judge me. But I really like the game because, obviously it's one of those games that were much better than a lot of the licensed properties of its time. The gameplay to me is way more fair than the Lion King game. I like the Lion King game as being more memorable than this one, but, overall fun. I always thought this was a more fun game because it was a lot more forgiving. You can buy extra lives, you can find a lot more power-ups. There are a lot more things to help you complete this game versus the Lion King, which is good luck. You got to memorize every single jump before you get there, as opposed to this game where it's like they want you to win. They want to give you a lot of extra lives. They give you the apples, which are very, very important because you can attack from long range. So you definitely want to utilize those. And, if you enjoyed the movie and also the cartoon that they had after the movie, which was fantastic, you really enjoy this game. They have all the different palace guards, and, a lot more humor is injected into this one. So I felt like this one was a better representation of the actual movie. I mean, I guess the Lion King's a great representation because it's, really sad and heartbreaking, just like the game was. But there was a lot more fun in the Aladdin game, so I always really enjoyed it. Plus, the fact that I got it for free, at 7 years old was also fantastic. So, double bonus there. But the game does do the Disney difficulty spike. So after the second level, platforming gets a lot more tougher, a lot more enemies that come out trying to catch you by surprise. But again, this is still a game that is a lot more fair than, its Lion King counterpart. So I really enjoyed this game, and I always felt like it was a little more underrated than the Lion King because it was, people talked about it less. But when they did the, that Disney double pack with both of the games, I felt like, all right, we're giving it its just due, so I appreciate that. But yeah, really enjoyed this game. If you played this game back in the day, come on, you gotta let me know, were you able to beat it? I beat this game a few times, a lot less challenging than Lion King, so I was able to go through it a couple of times before I started using the codes to skip levels. But also, if you use the mail-in rebate to get a free game, let me know so I don't feel like I'm going crazy, because I would tell people about that and they would be like, nah, you don't get a free game from Sega. I'm like, no, you do. You just fill out the little form and, have your folks mail it in for you, pay for the little postage on it, and, they send you a game in a couple of months. But, nobody believes me, so I like to hear other people tell me that I'm not going crazy. As always, I appreciate you letting me reminisce with you. Y'all have fun. Y'all be safe. Peace.